Hello, YouTube. Good Tuesday evening. Let's play some chess. 10-minute game against Kabong from Indonesia. Good day to you, my friend. Let's see what we can get into here. A little Italian game. Gioco piano. I love seeing the openings on the side. Makes it look like I know what I'm talking about. Always a good flex. Yes, sir. Okay, taking the square away from me. Let's do the same. How do you like that? You can take away squares. I can take away squares. Come on. There we go. Look at that. Okay, let's go for this. Prepare this maybe. Oh, trade. And now this is going to be interesting. Like they're prepared to castle kingside. If I let this happen, no, let's go for this. Still keeps his pawn structure intact, so I can do a opposite side's castle. This is kind of telegraphed for me, so that gives me an opportunity to stay flexible here. Now do I just go for it? This, defend it twice. If I go for something like this takes, take back in towards the center. I don't hate that. Let's try it. Also takes away this square from a knight jump, which was probably their plan by going there. And at this point, I'm not at the point of no return from castling kingside. Although if I do it now, I will lose this pawn. And they kind of predicted my plan, and they're pushing hard on the queen side. Initially, this, see, there's ideas that go in here. They can't push this pawn, otherwise they'd lose it, and then they lose the rook. Does going here just force this? Well, it doesn't force that because that bishop would hang. Going here actually forces this. And then for sure they're not castling, already for sure they're not castling queenside. I like this though. Kind of disorients the rook a little bit. And I can always tuck back in here later. There's no reason to just scurry away at the first sign of danger. And now if I put queen here, pressuring this, they'll probably move the bishop out to deflect the attack. Then captures and then open file, leading towards my king or their king. Okay, perfect. So that worked out as I expected it would. Now if I jump in here with a check, it'll be time to trade bishops. Let's apply a little pressure. Okay, defending with the queen. Now, what if I tuck back in here, move the knight up with tempo? I like that. And then I can maybe do a discovered mate threat or something like that. Let's see. Okay, so greater threat, so hitting here, but that just kind of plays into the plan. Let's go for the knight jump. See what they do. Because I have something like captures here with check, king moves, and then captures here, something like that. Just all depends where the queen goes. Where will the queen go? Won't go here. All these squares are covered off. This is an option, but that leads to a fork. This is an option, but then once again, check. And the piece is not for grabs because it's mate. So then the king would sidestep, and whichever way they sidestep, I'm there with either a check or mate. That's interesting. So I got to keep in mind, if this attack loses steam, this pawn is hanging. Hitting the rook. So something to keep in mind. Okay, there. Now, check. Queen can capture, actually. And then the queen's still covering the mating square. But what if I go for this now, just to take care of this weakness, because this attack has lost a little steam, I have to admit. Pawn captures, pawn captures. And then this bishop has to move back. I like that. And now, all of a sudden, I'm thinking about castling kingside. Or like a manual castle. Don't want to lose too much time here. That's been something I've been dealing with a lot lately. So let's go for the move I like. This opponent is rated 40 to 50 ELO points higher than me, so getting a win here would feel very good. Is there any other deflecting moves with this knight? That doesn't work. This gets captured and then take a pawn back, but there's nothing there. Okay, so they're just going back as little back as they need to. Now, bishop here, just to keep this pawn guarded, or pawn here, which is stupid. I'm sorry, bishop here, which is stupid because it gets me further away from connected rooks. Although not the end of the world. If I come in here, they don't have this to pin me because obviously I take, and I'm not planning to castle to connect rooks. I'm going to move here with the king. Let's go for this to start. And also this doesn't work because then they just come here and take the pawn. Okay. And also it's guarded. This is guarded by that. I gotta stop saying this, that, and say the pawn, the bishop, the horsey, you know, just to be more descriptive for you folks. Apologies, I'll work on it. So if I can get this and this in, I'll be a happy guy. But then it leaves me with a bit of a conundrum because this pawn is going to be weak from the battery perpetually, so this rook can't really move. Their king still hasn't castled yet. There's no real way for me to exploit it. So for them, their queen is stuck here, here. Yeah, their queen is stuck here and here. Or not even there. Their queen is stuck on the square. What if I do something like this, this? That doesn't work because then my attack is gone. I have no other knight to hit the queen from a different angle. And once they're playing with this, I don't know. I don't know. Let's start tucking the king in here. I'm down 1 minute and 30, so not good, not good. Okay. This we've decided doesn't work. Here, takes, hitting the rook. They can castle out of it. But then I can take the knight because it's pinned. This looks like it's worth a try. Let's try it. Check. So expecting captures, yes. Captures back, hitting the rook. This still doesn't work. This doesn't work. So now castles leads to queen captures knight as the pawn is pinned from the bishop. So that won't work. And then, so the rook just needs to move. Rook comes here. I mean, the rook can just move, but the king is now going to go uncastled in the center of the board. And I have 2 rooks that I could bring into some sort of an attack. And also, this rook moving also leaves this pawn hanging. Oh, okay, so there, oh no, I'm such a moron, guys. The knight guards the rook. Who wants to win a chess game against me? Okay. And yeah, this is not looking good. What can I do here? I need to keep as much material on the board now as possible. Let's bring it back. Okay, and now they want to trade. Of course they want to trade. That is the name of the game in a situation like this. I have no choice, really. Let's go for it, and then let's just tuck you in before things get critical here. Now, I can activate this bishop now, since it's not needed for anything. This pawn is protected, this pawn is not. If I come in here, this pawn is lost. Is there any checks I can get in somehow on this king? What can I do to get to this king? If I come in here, that's just a take. And I might, okay, don't worry about it's just one pawn, Ranbir. Just one pawn, bro. Don't worry about it. I need a rook lift somehow. Okay, just move. He gets captured. Here. Here it's covered twice. That's not a good way to get in. This pawn is guarded. This pawn is not. Okay, perfect. Okay, so that's a good way for me to get into the position. Hoping for takes. Okay, perfect. This allows me to get in. Now they're going to castle, of course, and I'm going to look like a moron. But I needed some activity for any piece, anything. Let's go here. Oh, you know what? Before I do that, let's just take a pawn here. Threatening, taking the exchange. They move out of the way. Great. Now do I have some bananas business here? I don't know. I gotta move. Down a cajillion seconds. Up. Keep the pressure on. Just can't exploit the dark squares here. Let's. Oh, yeah, okay. So that's hanging. Just come back. Now something like this, maybe. I just need to get this. I need this bishop to magically be here, so I have threats. Okay, great. Gives me a second. Okay, very smart. That doesn't work. Let's go here. Could resign this, but I won't. Something like this. This is an option. Say king goes back here like stupidly or something. But you know, winning material isn't going to do it for me since I'm down like 2.5 minutes on time. So this has got to be a fluke and a checkmate here. It's the only thing saving me. Push this pawn. If I'm allowed to, I'm going to do that just to open up the line for this rook. They have all the time in the world to figure out their dinner plans because they've already beaten me in this game. Okay, I'm thinking, what would they play? What would I play here? This rook, something like that. And then, I mean, this queen can't really get in. Oh, you know what? This is a good move for them, I'd say. Yeah. Opens them up a little more, but I mean, it's going to make me think a lot. They're spending a lot of time here. Oh, there we go. Okay, so now that they've done that, I can come in here now. That square's gone from them now. And now this. Okay. It's just hanging though, because I can't really go in. I'm so close. Let's try something. Just need to get this move in with this guy intact. Yeah, yes. I know you're winning on time. I need this, and then a fork. Perfect, okay. Oh, I can do it now, nice, boom. I've got 1:09, I've got 2 minutes 30. Oh, you can see it, I put the times on the board there. For TikTok, I think just, no times, a little minimalist is nice, but for YouTube, I think it's nice to see what's going on here. Okay. Down a whole 1:07. This piece is still being hit. Okay. Ooh, they want to trade. Let's go. Oh! Oh, that's funny. What did I do there? I gotta rewind this game when I'm done. What did I do here? Okay, GG. That's it. That's over. I can't look at that anymore. Oh my god. What did I do here? What did I play wrong? I'm just gonna tell you guys that was a mouse slip. Oh, wow. So okay, let's see. If I play this differently, so queen takes queen, king comes in, takes. I'm just up the exchange, and then I just have to, like, the thing is they have the initiative because they have an outside pass pawn. So I honestly think I would have spent my minute dealing with this. They have a bishop here that I can't dislodge. You can just tuck back in here. And then I got no pieces to dislodge them with, and the queen square is covered, so this pawn would have just marched. Then I would have had to give up the bishop for, give up my rook for a pawn. Yeah, I wasn't coming back from that. That's what I'll tell myself. You got to tell yourself good stories sometimes. And also here, another move I had was kind of this. Queen would come back to block again and take. Still not, like, I'm down to one piece at the end of this, so there's no mate attack there. But hey, you know what? I'll take that as an exciting game, I guess. Listen, I hope you guys like this game. There's gonna be more coming up, so please, like this video and subscribe for more. Take care.